this is why I learned human behavior, and I think you should too. It all started in middle school when I was a wee little boy. I walked through life very, very shy. I did not want to talk to anybody because I was afraid I would get a like punch in the chest or some shit for saying the wrong thing. I was like, nobody really wants to hear my opinion anyway. Feel like they're just gonna make fun of me or something, so I'm not gonna talk. I was overthinking in my head, socially anxious, right? I couldn't make a phone call, I couldn't walk into the grocery store. And I thought to myself, man, I really need to make a change because I was listening to Andrew Tate one day, like any other impressionable young man, and he said that life is people walking into rooms and talking. And I was like, damn, that really resonated with me. I was like, it really is. Sales calls, dating, like everything everything is people walking into rooms and talking, like court, everything. So I was like, okay, I can't be an antisocial gangster like I was thinking I was going to be. I was just gonna be a coder, and that was it. I was gonna learn to code and sit in a dark room, talk to my boss. That was it, like over like text message or something, and that was gonna be my life because I didn't want to talk. I was shy. But after listening to Andrew Tate talk, I'm like, fuck, okay, I need to change something. So it started with the book called What Everybody's Saying by Joe Navarro. I just stumbled across this book. I honestly don't remember what I was doing when I stumbled across it. I like to think I was just scrolling and then saw it, but who knows. But anyway, I read this book and everything changed. Like it obviously wasn't overnight, but just slowly I just started reading the book and trying to implement it into my life. So he talked about feet, like where are people's feet pointing? I was like, okay, if they're pointing towards me, they're interested. If they're pointing towards the door, okay, they're thinking about leaving. I'm like, okay, so I'll observe other people and I'll get out of my own head. I'll be able to stop overthinking. I'm like, that is awesome. That is awesome. So I started doing that. And I started to slowly watch my overthinking and social anxiety go away. And it went away a little bit, but it wasn't until I found Chase Hughes's work. I was just on YouTube at work, just auto playing, and then I saw something about like how to tell when someone's lying. And I was like, bro, that would be fucking sick if I could tell when someone's lying. So I clicked on the video, and little did I know I was going to learn shit like everybody's suffering and insecure, and people are reasons, not facts. They're not broken. They're just reasons from childhood suffering. I was like, bro, this is deep shit. This is what I was looking for. Because I didn't want that surface level bullshit like everyone's getting fed these days. Like, oh, but just put your shoulders back and stand up a little straighter. Just speak a little louder and you should be good. I'm like, bro, I don't want that shit. And if you clicked on this video, you don't either. And if you're still listening to this video, you're not normal and you're 99%. You are going to be you're on your way. Just say that. Anyways, I read this. I listened to the podcast and then I got his book, 6 Minute X-Ray, and that is when shit just it was done. It was a done deal. I fell straight into the rabbit hole. It was like taking the red pill from the Matrix. I felt like fucking Neo, dude. I learned all of this shit. I went down this rabbit hole. I spent thousands of dollars on Chase Hughes's courses. Spent hundreds of dollars on body language books. This fucking $800 textbook that I have right here. And it was just it just changed my life. Like seriously. I think that if I didn't learn human behavior, and if I just, well, look at this bowl cut going. Anyways, don't mind the bowl cut. Anyways, if I kept on going down this road of just learning body language and not learning about the human behavior side of things, like my life wouldn't have changed as much. Like, sure, I got out of my head a little more, but it was this huge lens change that made everything different. It wasn't just looking at other people and observing them anymore. It was realizing that they're overthinking and they're suffering and they're insecure too. And that made all the difference. I feel like if you were to learn human behavior, your life would change in a very similar way. If you struggle with overthinking, if you struggle with social anxiety, just learning about human behavior and body language will completely change your life. Just you don't even have to learn body language, but that's where I started. Just learn human behavior. And now you'll see life through a different lens, something that you've never seen before. You'll see things you've never seen before. You'll think like, oh, my parents are suffering and insecure too. This is their first time. And you'll think like, oh, that dude that cut me off in traffic and then flipped me off and like brake checked me, like he was probably beat by his dad. and he just didn't want that to happen. He sobbed into his pillow that night and he said, "Nobody's going to hurt me again." That is human behavior. That is what you will learn if you go down this path. You'll see things differently. You'll see life through this completely different lens, and it's just fucking game changing. Like, I don't know what else would give this to me. Like psychedelics, I've done psychedelics, done shrooms, I've done LSD. It just didn't give me what learning human behavior gave me. So this is what I leave to you. What I want you to take from this video. Look into Chase Hughes. Like, just watch some of his podcasts. That's it. Just an hour. You don't have to spend $800 on his textbook. You don't have to spend $200 on the paperback version. You don't have to spend thousands of dollars on his courses. Just listen to a podcast and just try and open your mind to what he's saying because it's all true. It is all 100% true, and it will change your life. So that is why I think you should learn human behavior. If you have any questions or concerns, please drop a comment.